Hi everyone, it's Emma from Emma K Plans and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be an interesting one. It was actually suggested to me by Emma, who is obviously also named Emma, but she also always watches and comments on my videos, so I'm very thankful to her. She suggested a spreads that I like the least, or my least favorite spreads, and I thought, you know what, that is so far up my alley. Like, if I can get on camera and whinge about stuff like that, there we go, done, that's me. So I've gone through all of my past planners and I've bookmarked the real freaking ugly ones. Like, God, there's some terrible ones. And I thought, to make it a little bit more fun, I will actually go in and edit them in like a countdown order. So I'll just go through each one like now and film it, and then but when you see it, it'll be like in a countdown order. I already know what number one is. It's literally the most ugliest thing of all time, so that's not even in question. But I'll pop them in an order, so it's kind of like a countdown to that one. So when I get to that one, like, I'll obviously talk through it because I know it's my least favorite of all time. But the other ones will be interesting to kind of see where they fit. But I will sort of explain why I don't like each one. So let's get started jumping into the countdown. Now, this is a kit that I, again, can't really explain why I don't like this one. I think it's because all the colors are way too similar. It's kind of varying tones of like bronze, which, while doing no white space, is just like too much on a page. I don't hate this one, but I don't like it either. I was sort of flicking through and this planner, and they're all kind of meh, but I think this one's probably the one that I like the least from here. The patterns, like, remember we used to do patterns instead of clip art? No, it's too samey. That's what I don't like about it. This was a mystery kit that I received from, what, that was a weird way of saying it. This was a mystery kit, let's just leave it there. I really didn't like this one. However, as I mentioned before, I wasn't buying 200 kits and then not having enough space, so I did have to use the kits that I was, that I bought and that I was given. That makes sense, Emma. Then Emma now doesn't make sense. This Emma did. The camera's picking up this pink as quite a dark pink, but it's definitely more of a pastel-y. No, it's not pastel, it's a lie. It's more pastel-y than what it looks like, but I just really don't like the colors. I like that I color blocked. I think it keeps it very uniform, but I don't like the colors. I think it's very grandma-y, which there's nothing wrong with grandma, but I don't need grandma-y, like that dated, when you walk into your grandma's house and it's just dated and then it's florally and it's not your taste at all. That's this in a kit. So this is a Halloween spread, which is kind of unusual that I would have a Halloween or a holiday spread in my least favorites, because generally I'm a huge holiday person and I pick my kits very specifically and I love, doing them, but this one just did not do it for me. This kit is actually very similar to the kit that is number one. I really struggled with, so the full boxes are too small for they're not 1.5 wide, and I don't really understand how, because I've never had an issue with any other sticker set. And then this one, like, I don't know if you probably can't see because the wide angle lens is on, but the box has like white either side of it and then the line. So it's like a couple of millimeters too small, which just drove me fucking mental when I was putting it down. I remember it. I used some overlays on it, which I love the foil. I really love the holo sort of overlay with Halloween. I love holo with these colors, but I don't like premium matte, so I just no, don't like it. So the colors are not very vivid in my opinion. They're just dull and boring, and it's just not my style. I did not have enough stuff to use, like, to the way I plan. I just didn't have enough labels and that sort of thing, so I ended up just pulling in random shit, and I really do not like this one. It's disappointing because I remember when I got it, I was so excited about trying the shop and trying like sort of a bit of a new style for me, but I guess I realized it just wasn't for me. So here is a example, I don't know if this will be before or after the other one, of another sort of cabin kit, which is just so one-dimensional and boring. Like it just, I look at this and I just see white. You probably can't even see the colors through the camera. I'm looking through the viewfinder and they really all just look the same. It's just boring. I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's very similar to the other one, as I said, but it's just boring. It's just white, grey, like it's pastel, but you can't even really see the pastels. Like this is like my worst nightmare of a spread. It's just boring and you can't really see anything. This is obviously an older style of planning for me, so it's no white space, which I try to look at my older spreads like objectively, like as if, okay, so in this style, what do I like and what don't I like? So obviously looking at this now, and all of my spreads at no white space, it's ridiculously overwhelming. But this one in particular was the first time I ever tried doing like staggered boxes. And I just think it looks like someone threw up on the page. Like there is just stuff going everywhere and I really am not a fan. It literally is just like too much. So some of the other ones I haven't liked in this video have been like just boring and plain. This is way too much on a page. It really is stressing me out to look at. So it's too much. This one I don't like, not so much because of the spread. I just absolutely hate the art. And this was back at a time where I was probably more careful with buying kits. Obviously, this was a mystery, so obviously I got it without having a choice, but back then I wasn't buying like 200 kits and not being able to use them. So all the kits I did get, I was using. So like if I got something that I didn't like as much as this in the mail now, I just wouldn't use it because I have so many other options. But at the time, I had to use it. And I mean, the colors are feral. The art makes no sense. It's like flowers and sequins and feathers, and I have no idea. This was a different time. This kit is a prime example of a kit that I actually really liked, but I laid it down and I ended up hating it. So it's like Scooby-Doo art, which is Halloween, which I mentioned in another little spread clip that was Halloween, and I was surprised because I generally really like my seasonal / holiday kits. But anyway, this is premium matte also, which that's one of my problems. I don't like premium matte paper. I don't like the colors, which is interesting because I feel like they really go, obviously like the purple for Daphne and the green for Shaggy, and like I like the colors. I just don't think this all came together very well, and I struggle to put this one into words. I think the premium matte has a huge thing to do with it. I just don't think foil looks great on premium matte personally. I just don't think the spread pops at all. I'm not a fan. This spread makes my head hurt because there is so much going on. There's so much going on in the art. The colors are, you know, bright and dark and whatever. The washi, in my opinion, doesn't go with the art at all. It just looks like someone threw up on my planner, which sometimes happens. So obviously I used to do no white space, which is different than I do now, so it does look a lot more full. But this is just a whole nother level of yuck. I don't like the art. I don't like the art style. It's way too much. That's it. So this kit is from Caress Press, and I was hoarding it for a long time, like a good few years. And for some reason I had this idea in my head that I really wanted to use I bought this ivory foil from Rose Colored Days. You can kind of see it here, which I don't know why I bought it because it's just not something that I would really, you know, be interested in, but I did, and I had this vision in my head, I guess, that it would go with this kit. I fucking hate it. I think it, aside from it, obviously this was old Erin Condren inserts that I cut and they're all falling out and everything, so I'm sorry about that. But this is one that I find difficult to explain why I don't like it. I just look at it and I just literally hate it. Like it's awful, but I can't say why. I do look at it and it's all very like samey, if that, I don't know, like to me it's all just like this beigey greeny color, which is probably my least favorite thing in a spread, to just look at it and just see one, you know, overall color, or one sort of, it just looks like beige green. So I remember when I did it too, afterwards I was like, okay, that's fugly. Like some of them I did them, and then like now looking back I'm like, Jesus, what was I thinking? This one, no, not, ugh. And then it's funny because everyone has gone Corona crazy is what I wrote down here, and then in my sidebar, Corona has taken over my life. This was March 2nd to 8th 2020, so obviously I had no idea what was coming. So yeah, this is from Caress Press, Ugly. This kit is from Glam Planner, and very similar to how I felt about the Caress Press kit. I look at it and just see white. Like there's no depth, there's no tones, there's no color. It literally is just white on a page. It also is Coffee Doodle's art, which I don't like her art style at all, so I'm not really sure why I have this kit. And this was only from last year too, and I've never liked her art style, so I'm a little bit confused. But this is an example of when those kind of cabin-y kind of kits, like I know Glam Planner does a lot of them in winter, gets really gross. Like I like ones that have like different tones and different colors and that sort of thing, but occasionally there's ones that just come out like this and it just looks like one big ugly, I don't know, like just, it literally just looks white and grey. That's all I can see. And then obviously I coloured in all of my character stickers because I didn't want them to stand out, which, I mean, that was a choice, but I know why I did it. But do not rate this at all. I don't think the star washi overlay goes. I don't like the silver. I just, yeah, no, not a fan. No, not a fan at all. This is from my very first planner, and it is a kit that I purchased, I want to say, and it might be the ugliest kit of all time. Like, I just, it's got gold, it's got this weird mint, it's got green, it's got red, and it's got neutral beige. If there, I know I said in another one, if there's an uglier color combination, I'll pay you money. This might be uglier because I just, it's so fug. And this one couldn't be further from me. I am not a gold, florally sort of old school. This looks like grandma's couch. This is just not me at all. So I don't really understand what the hell was going on here. This is the last spread in this planner, so I think I moved on and hopefully upgraded after this because this is god awful. This is a real old school spread, and I tried to be really objective when going through. This is my first ever planner, so I tried to be really like objective and keep it sort of, well, what was the style back then and whatever. So there's a few feral ones in here that I skipped over because at the time that was cute. This, not cute. I can't even talk about this. What the hell? What is this fugly peachy red and blue? If there is two colors that don't go together more than these two, I would pay good money because I have no idea what the hell is going on. I even paired some cute blue and purple, pink washi, which doesn't even go together, but anyway. I honestly can't describe the level of what the hell this is. It's just, I can't, that's it. This might be the ugliest kit in the lineup. It's not my least favorite, but it might be the ugliest. What the hell was anyone thinking? This was back when we did Hello kits and monthly colors and that sort of thing. Great, loved that. What the hell is this? 3 different tones of yellow and blue. On the camera, the yellow looks a little, what's that color that's kind of halfway between yellow and green? I can't think of the name of it, but that's what it looks like. It's definitely yellow. Fug. So fugly. I just can't even... I don't even know. I don't know why we thought yellow, yellow, yellow and blue was a good idea, but it's not. This spread is just embarrassing to show, and this is actually my second least favorite. So number 2 on this countdown. I know I said I only knew what number 1 was, but I forgot about this one. This is definitely my number 2 least favorite spread, and this is the one that I'm probably embarrassed to show. I have no idea what the hell was going on. I lost the plot a little bit with this one. I saw other people start to do white space and I was a little jealous. So I thought I would give it a go. I don't know what this, I don't know how we got here, but I can't even look at it without laughing. It's literally the ugliest thing. No, it's not the ugliest thing. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. The dumbest thing I've ever seen. It just is so stupid. I can't even put it into words and I don't want to look at it anymore. Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. My least favorite, ugliest spread of all time. I am going to struggle to put into words just how much I fucking hate this. Like, I can't, I just do not have the words to describe. I look at it and I just want to, So I guess I'll try and describe why I hate it so much. So for starters, I don't know if you can tell, but the stickers don't fit properly. So like you can see the lines on like either side of the full boxes, like they were too small. Same thing with the glitter. It's very hard to see, but I remember laying it down and it was just fucking god awful. I guess one of the main things is it's way out of my comfort zone, this kind of style of kit, like the ones that come on the 9, like the vertical page, and it has 9 full boxes. Like a couple of shops do them, like Sadie Stickers, Letters to Apollo, you know, blah, 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 blah. And that's, I don't know how to describe the style, but if you look at that compared to like a Scribble Prints Co Glam Planner, you know what I'm talking about. And that style, I thought I would just give it a go. But it is absolutely not for me. I despise it. The colors aren't vivid enough because it was just on this like rubbish matte paper. I honestly don't know what to say because it is the ugliest freaking spread. I mean, you can see it. I don't really need to describe it to you, I don't think. You can see how feral it is and how not me it is. Like, you've seen my spreads, you know my style and how opposite this is. It's just not my cup of tea at all. I really just fucking hate this and I don't want to look at it anymore. And there you have it. That is my countdown of my ugliest spreads of all time. I was very confident on number 1. I knew that was going to be number 1. And then as you saw, as I opened up to number 2, I realized that obviously that had to be number 2. But the other ones, I'll have to watch the video back and put them in order, but you'll have seen it before I do. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Something a little bit fun, a little bit like not taking myself too seriously. I know planning styles evolve and that sort of thing, but it's just funny to kind of look back and have a bit of a laugh about the past and what the hell I was thinking. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know what your least favorite was. So what do you think is the ugliest of my video? I will not be offended. Please give me your honest opinion and let me know why you think it's ugly. All comments welcome. Thanks, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.